All right, welcome back to Sorare Edge. Rough weekend here for your boy. Not so rare-wise, hit a couple of nice finishes. Unfortunately, though, also contracted strep throat. A little late with the video this week, but we're going to try to get through this. Voice is a little sore, but the penicillin's kicking in. I shaved. Feeling like a person again, so let's get into it. Get you ready for game week 25. First guy I want to talk about in the micro tier here is AJ Griffin from Atlanta. AJ Griffin is a really interesting case study in patience. He was very good last year, played 72 games, got 12 starts with the Hawks as a 19-year-old, 47% from the field, 39 from three, 89 at the line. That's an NBA player, folks. This is a guy that struggled with mental health stuff off the floor, and this year it's really affected him. He's played 15 games, only 8 minutes a game. Numbers way down from last year. Everybody said, oh, Quinn Snyder doesn't like him. He didn't play between December 11th and January 5th. He was away from the team for personal reasons. He's come back and played a couple of games, 4 and 5 minutes, and I got excited. I thought, oh, maybe he'll crack. I mean, they really need wings in Atlanta, but I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if he needs a change of scenery. I don't know if it is the coach. This is the kind of player, though, that with any kind of change in playing time or situation can be really valuable all of a sudden. All of these low games on the ledger are going to make him valuable for game week after game week if he ever starts playing any decent minutes. The Hawks aren't going anywhere. Probably going to be some deals. These are great guys to stash away. It's only his second year. He doesn't have that many cards floating around because he hasn't been playing much this year. So he's really interesting to me. I can't give up on a 20-year-old who went to Duke, whose dad is an NBA coach. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to pretend I do, but I'm not giving up on this guy either. He's too talented. All right, the only other three in this tier that I wanted to highlight are Shake Milton and Troy Brown, two teammates with Minnesota. Unfortunately for them, and fortunately for the Timberwolves are healthy. And when the Timberwolves are healthy, neither of these guys play enough minutes to be anywhere near relevant. Just somebody to watch if somebody in that Wolves rotation goes down 4 and 5, low enough to keep an eye on. And then Zeke Naji in Denver, they keep going back and forth between using DeAndre Jordan and then using Naji. Naji's had 2, 6, and 2 in his last 3 games he's played and didn't play last game, so I don't think you can play him this week, but another guy to watch with an L10 of 5. Let's talk a little bit about Patrick Baldwin in Washington. This is a guy I bought before the season started, thinking, oh, he got traded from Golden State. There will be more opportunity for him in a bad Washington team. He's been up and down between the Wizards and the G League. Really hasn't had much of an opportunity all year. L10 up to 6. It was 3 this past week. I've actually got him in some lineups. Game logs are interesting. He just kind of came back in and played 18 minutes randomly after sitting for over 2 weeks. That catches my eye. 17.8, so 18 points in 18 minutes, 9 rebounds, 8 points, 9 rebounds in 18 minutes. He's high risk, high reward for sure. Yesterday he came in, I know he went 3 for 3 from 3 in 9 minutes in the first half, put up 21 Sorare points in that little first half stint, and then never got back in the second half. I got all excited, and then he didn't come back in. But still a decent game for a guy with a 3 L10, putting up a 21. I think you can use him this week if he continues to play. We'll see what the rest of this week holds. This is one to watch. Pretty hard to ignore a guy that's just starting to get minutes. And it may just be because they dealt Gallinari, they dealt Muscala to Detroit, so they're switching up their rotations a little bit. They're going to give him a crack. Hey, don't be afraid of guys who are 6 L10s. Good flyers to take. Out in Utah, they're playing really well. Everybody's healthy. Ochai Agbaji, he's a regular rotation player. 22, 18, 24 the last 3 games. Not a super efficient guy. Game logs look all right. He can get in this 18, 22 minute range. I think he's capable of points in the 20s on some nights. Some nights he does nothing. So some of the good, some of the bad with him. An 8 L10, you could certainly do worse. And this is the point in the show where I tell you over and over and over again that Detroit is underutilizing Marcus Sasser. Too good a player to be sitting the bench on this terrible team. 46% from the field, 41 from 3, 88 at the line. Yesterday, played 11 minutes, put up 18 points. L10 was 10 last week, going down to 9 for this coming week, then probably going back up. I just cannot believe they cannot get this guy on the floor. He's productive when he's out there. Milwaukee at home. Milwaukee's not a great defensive team, especially with guards. Sasser should be playing over Hayes. I don't know what they're doing in Detroit. It's so frustrating. If he can get some more minutes, Talk to you about him again on Friday. If you have Jacob Gilliard, he is definitely worth playing this week and probably the next couple. He's getting in that 20 to 30 minute range, putting up 25 and 30 the last 2 games. L10's going up to 12 next week. Right now it's a 9, so get him in while you can. I would be stuffing him in my lineups if I had one. The first of many Memphis players to come. Thad Young obviously still has something left in the tank. He put up a couple of nice games when he was called upon. One clunker in here against Utah where he only took 1 shot. But then back to 21 yesterday against Boston. At this level, you can certainly use him. I would just temper your expectations. Probably got a short shelf life of being an effective player at this spot in his career. I wouldn't be surprised if he's relegated back to obscurity very soon. As I said before, I don't like spending time on guys like Doug McDermott. He's a 9. He can get you 20. Well, 2 of his last 3 games, he got 20. So he's playing 2 teams that don't guard very well. At Charlotte, at Washington, both bottom 10 defenses. Okay, so I can feel this running long already, so I'm going to go Robert Covington's a stash. 10's just too low. Bull's hurt again, so I may be out completely on Bull. Julian Strother, a rookie at a 10. If you can get a good deal on him, I might pick one up to stash. He's just too good offensively to be a 10. He's hurt right now, so you might get a deal. Jalen Williams, minutes are too inconsistent. I don't know what to expect from him on a night-to-night basis. Aaron Holiday's minutes are down. He hasn't done much. He's unproductive. Sandro Mamukelashvili looked like he might play a little more. He's productive. L10 pretty low at 10, but then he didn't play. And then Keon Ellis, if I could tell you what was going on in Sacramento's backcourt rotations this year, that'd be great. Unless Wembanyama and Zach Collins are both out, you can pretty much avoid Sandro. I cut this one at the L10s 1 to 10. We'll be back tomorrow. Do 11 to 20 for you.